Niggas want to keep posting. Think this, hey, all right, I'm a nigga hard. I'm hurt hard.
T.I. was a rat.
Well, yeah. Man, man, everybody know. Everybody know, homie. That man say he a 7-time convicted felon in one song. 7 convicted felon. I was just 7 convicted felon. How you get caught with all these got guns? How? How? What deal? You can't even find his records nowhere on this.
Reports are coming in that T.I.'s son, King, has responded to comments made by 50 Cent. King reportedly shared a few never-before-seen family photos online, sparking a wave of reactions across social media. In his response, King appeared to send a strong message toward 50 Cent, suggesting that he wasn't pleased with how things were being portrayed. While the full context behind the post remains unclear, it quickly gained attention from fans who tuned in during a recent live stream. Many viewers who caught that stream are now discussing what King might have meant and how 50 Cent would choose to respond. This situation, along with other ongoing debates, has reportedly pushed King right into the spotlight. Some commentators have said that whether people fully understand his approach or not, he has definitely made sure his message is seen and heard. Observers claim King made it clear that if someone speaks on his family in a disrespectful way, he will respond publicly and without hesitation. Supporters online say his reaction shows he is serious about defending his name and those close to him. At least from his point of view, many fans also pointed out that part of the buzz comes from who he is addressing. 50 Cent has built a reputation over the years for being outspoken on social media, and followers are used to seeing him post bold content. Reports say King responded by sharing an old family-related image connected to 50 Cent, which quickly got people talking. Social media users reacted fast, with some praising King for being fearless, while others questioned whether escalating things online is the best move. Either way, the moment grabbed attention and kept the conversation trending. King reportedly made it clear that he plans to continue responding publicly if the situation continues. According to social media users, he suggested that if he feels addressed online, he will answer back in the same space and make sure the posts are widely seen and shared. Supporters say this approach shows he is committed to defending himself openly, while critics argue that keeping things online only adds more attention to the situation. At the same time, reports say 50 Cent took to Instagram to address certain blog posts, claiming that some outlets misunderstood his comments. He allegedly clarified that he was not intending to disrespect anyone's mother and stated that his words were being reported inaccurately. Observers noticed what they described as a slightly different tone compared to his usual online style. Some fans felt this response showed an attempt to correct the narrative, while others believe it was simply a matter of clearing up confusion. Either way, the exchange has continued to spark discussion across multiple platforms. Observers have claimed that King continued to send subtle remarks in the direction of Tiny during the ongoing back and forth online. Shortly after, T.I. reportedly released a new diss track titled Bully, which many listeners believe was aimed at 50 Cent. In the song and related posts, there were references to previously circulated images that had already been discussed across social media. Some sources suggest those images were reshared by others before reaching King, though the exact origin remains unclear. The track also included additional lyrical shots that fans quickly began breaking down and analyzing. Following the release of the diss record, 50 Cent responded on social media with a message about entertainment and public reaction. He reportedly wrote, "To entertain is to provoke emotions. Love me or hate me, it's cool. Just care enough to feel some kind of way."
What deal can you possibly make with the FBI with all these military weapons, silencers, homie? As many as he had with 7 convicted felons. What deal did he make? Not only that, he became a Crime Stoppers helper. 1-800-TIP, tipster. He became the tipster. Working with law enforcement, doing community service.
Tomorrow's gonna be a slow news day, or y'all could just make some it up. I'm busy. L.O. ran in Cognac. Many interpreted this as him downplaying the situation and suggesting he was stepping back from the online exchange for a few days. Supporters viewed his comment as confident and unbothered, while critics questioned whether it was a strategic move. Either way, the online conversation continued to gain traction. According to social media observers, 50 Cent appeared to anticipate that the online conversation might slow down, but he still made a few final moves before stepping back. Reports indicate that he briefly posted an image related to King's mother, then deleted it shortly afterward. Around the same time, he allegedly removed several earlier videos and photos from his page. Despite the deletions, fans noted that King continued sharing posts and reactions, keeping the discussion active across platforms. Screenshots circulating online show a post that read "Psych ain't done," suggesting that the back and forth was not over. In another comment, 50 Cent reportedly wrote, "Look how many bots on this page now, LOL," implying that some of the engagement may not have been organic. Supporters interpreted his comments as playful and strategic, while critics questioned the repeated posting and deleting. Regardless of the motive, the rapid updates and removals added another layer to the unfolding online exchange. According to online reports, 50 Cent later returned with another post saying, "I'm out of here. You guys hurt my feelings," alongside an image of himself boarding a private jet. Many followers interpreted the message as sarcastic, suggesting he was joking about the criticism while signaling he was stepping away from the conversation. However, after some time passed, he reportedly returned once again with another post referencing Tiny. The image he shared had already circulated online for some time, and commentators described the tone as provocative. He later added, "Okay, I'll change my mind," which only added to the confusion about whether he was serious or simply entertaining his audience. In a separate post, he reportedly wrote, "The stupid award goes to all rappers still trying to battle rap. ChatGPT told me that I don't need me to rap. You need me to rap, LOL. Get off my page." Many took this as a clear statement that he was not interested in continuing diss tracks or lyrical back and forth exchanges. Observers suggested he was distancing himself from the idea of engaging in music-based responses and instead leaning into commentary and social media posts. Supporters viewed his remarks as humorous and strategic, while critics questioned the repeated posting and reversals. Overall, the situation continued to unfold publicly, with each new post quickly sparking fresh reactions online. Reports indicate that King responded by sharing a photo connected to 50 Cent's late mother, which quickly intensified the online discussion. Social media users noted that he had previously referenced similar sensitive topics in earlier posts, and this latest upload continued that pattern. While many commentators chose not to repost the image out of respect, they confirmed that it remained visible on his page at the time. Observers described the move as bold and highly controversial, especially given the personal nature of the subject matter. King also appeared to post additional messages suggesting that more responses could follow. In one update, he reportedly mentioned getting some rest and continuing the exchange later, signaling that he was not stepping away from the situation. Supporters claimed this showed he was determined to stand firm, while critics argued that bringing personal family matters into a public dispute crossed the line. Regardless of opinion, screenshots and reposts spread rapidly, keeping the topic trending across multiple platforms. Many analysts believe King has played a significant role in amplifying the attention around this situation. Some argue that if T.I. had simply released music independently, it would have drawn interest on its own. However, the added layer of social media back and forth appears to have expanded the audience and fueled broader conversation. Whether intentional or not, King's online activity has become a central part of the ongoing narrative, shaping how fans and commentators are interpreting each new development. According to several commentators, 50 Cent is unlikely to engage in the musical side of this situation.
Advocating and promoting civilians as well as criminals call Crime Stoppers and report a crime. And he done a great job doing it. Blunt got killed. T.I. took the stand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, every good. Yes, sir, I do. And he was pointing and he was telling on that stand about what happened. He didn't play gangster.
Observers claim he appears more focused on social media strategy than on releasing diss tracks. Over the years, he has built a reputation for using humor and online commentary to stay relevant, and many believe that approach remains consistent here. Reports suggest he has multiple business ventures and entertainment projects outside of music, which may explain why he does not seem eager to respond through a song. Some analysts argue that releasing a track directed at 50 Cent may have been a calculated decision, especially considering how quickly moments spread online. They believe understanding how internet culture works can be just as important as the music itself. Others point out that artistic maturity can evolve with age and that strong music can still connect with audiences at any stage of life. However, a number of social media users have suggested that the broader public attention may not be driven by the music alone. Commentators continue to note that King's involvement appears to have amplified interest in the situation. Without the ongoing online exchanges, some believe the focus might have remained solely on the music release. Instead, the mix of social media commentary and public reactions has kept the conversation active. As it stands, many observers see this as a blend of entertainment strategy and digital engagement rather than a traditional rap rivalry unfolding strictly through songs. Commentators have suggested that King has significantly intensified the online exchange, adding a new level of visibility to the situation. Some observers describe his involvement as a major factor in why 50 Cent has addressed the topic directly on social media. In recent posts, 50 Cent has appeared to clarify his stance and respond to certain narratives, which analysts say is notable given his established status in the entertainment industry. From a broader perspective, many acknowledge that 50 Cent remains financially successful and widely recognized as a business figure beyond music. Industry watchers point out that he does not necessarily rely on rap releases or online interactions to maintain relevance. However, over the past several years, he has consistently used social media as part of his public persona. What stands out to some digital commentators is that this time the exchange feels more direct, with strong language and personal references shaping the tone of the conversation. Others have noted the generational contrast at play. King represents a younger voice in the industry, and some fans have highlighted that he was not even born during the early peak of 50 Cent's breakthrough era. This detail has been mentioned frequently online to illustrate the difference in career timelines and cultural impact. As discussions continue, many observers frame the situation as a clash between different eras of hip-hop, amplified by the speed and reach of today's internet culture. The evolving dynamic has kept audiences watching closely to see how both sides navigate the attention. Commentators have pointed out that 50 Cent's breakthrough album was released before King was even born, highlighting the clear generational gap between the two. Online discussions frequently reference that era to emphasize 50 Cent's long-standing influence in hip-hop. Many fans across different age groups continue to view him as a legendary figure in rap, often citing his debut project as one of the most impactful albums of its time. Observers note that King is fully aware of that legacy and the weight that comes with it. At the same time, supporters of King argue that his reactions stem from feeling that his family was being publicly discussed. According to social media commentary, King has indicated that he intends to stand firm when it comes to defending his family's name. He has reportedly shared his thoughts openly on Instagram, making it clear that he is not backing away from the conversation. Critics and supporters alike agree that this stance has played a key role in keeping the situation active online. In addition to the controversy, some music listeners have highlighted that King had already released a couple of singles prior to this exchange. A few commentators describe tracks like Bang Bang and another recent release as solid efforts that showed potential. While opinions on his music vary, several observers believe the increased visibility from this situation has brought more attention to his catalog. Overall, the discussion continues to blend respect for established legacy with curiosity about the direction of a newer artist navigating a highly public digital moment. In addition to the ongoing online exchange, King has reportedly been promoting a new track, and some listeners say the music itself has a strong vibe. One content creator mentioned sharing the song on their page and receiving mixed reactions, with some commenters calling it weak while others felt it had potential. Supporters argue that the record carries a distinct sound that reflects his current style and growth as an artist. Regardless of opinion, the release has added another layer to the public conversation surrounding his name. When his earliest single Bang Bang was circulating, several blogs covered moments from his personal life that brought extra attention to the rollout. While not every outlet consistently followed his journey over the years, many observers note that King has long had an entertaining public presence. Commentators often describe him as someone who naturally draws attention, whether through music releases, interviews, or social media updates. That visibility, according to analysts, has helped maintain interest in whatever project he chooses to promote. King also has a built-in audience that has watched him grow up in the public eye. Viewers who first saw him on television as a young personality are now seeing him step forward as an adult artist carving out his own identity. This transition has sparked curiosity among longtime followers who are interested in how he evolves creatively. While opinions on his music may differ, there is little debate that he remains a figure people are watching closely as his career continues to develop. At 21 years old, King has reportedly made it clear that he takes comments about his mother seriously. According to social media observers, he has suggested that if he feels his family is being mentioned in a negative way, he will respond publicly. Some commentators believe this shows loyalty and passion, while others feel that continuing to post about the situation may only extend the controversy. Opinions remain divided on whether his approach is justified or excessive. Critics argue that repeatedly referencing 50 Cent keeps the spotlight on the conflict rather than the music. Supporters, however, say King is simply standing up for his family and defending his perspective. As for 50 Cent, analysts note that he has long understood how online culture works and how attention often drives engagement. Many digital commentators point out that, regardless of what is said about either artist, internet audiences tend to focus on who is delivering the most compelling content. In the end, observers suggest the online world often rewards entertainment value above all else, which may be shaping how both sides choose to respond. Many online observers say that audiences are often drawn to humor, boldness, and shock value during public disputes. Commentators suggest that viewers tend to watch closely to see who delivers the sharpest jokes, the most unexpected remarks, or the most dramatic responses. In the world of social media, engagement frequently increases when personalities lean into entertainment rather than restraint. Analysts note that this dynamic can shape how public figures choose to present themselves during high-profile exchanges. According to digital culture commentators, 50 Cent has built a reputation over the years for participating in online banter and embracing the role of entertainer. Some believe that when situations like this unfold, he understands the stage that social media provides and how it amplifies reactions. At the same time, observers describe King as having a different style and energy. Supporters argue that he brings his own personality into the mix, which resonates with a certain audience. Overall, experts suggest that understanding how personalities like King operate online helps explain why these exchanges capture so much attention and continue trending across platforms. Observers frequently describe King as having a very determined mindset. Supporters say that from his perspective, he is not someone who backs down easily, especially when he feels strongly about an issue. In past interviews and public moments, he has portrayed himself as standing firm on his beliefs and actions. Commentators note that this attitude appears consistent with how he is handling the current online exchange. Whether critics agree with his approach or not, many acknowledge that he presents himself as confident and unshaken. Some online discussions have also referenced earlier moments from his youth that were widely reported at the time. While those stories varied in detail, analysts suggest they contributed to his public image as someone outspoken and reactive. In the present situation, observers claim he likely has additional posts or responses prepared, given how active he has been on social media. Supporters interpret this as strategic consistency, while critics argue that constant updates can escalate attention rather than resolve it. At the same time, industry watchers point out that T.I. appears to be in the middle of promoting new music. Analysts suggest that when engaging with a figure like 50 Cent, who has a long history of persistent online commentary, it requires a clear strategy. Many note that 50 Cent is known for continuing exchanges rather than stepping away quickly. However, they also describe T.I. as someone equally firm in his stance, making this an ongoing clash of strong personalities. As the album rollout continues, observers are watching closely to see how both sides balance promotion with public response in the evolving digital spotlight. Longtime hip-hop fans often reference 50 Cent's past rivalry with Lil Flip as an example of how persistent he can be during public disputes. Commentators recall that during that era, multiple tracks were released in response to one another, and the exchanges generated significant attention within the music community. Projects like the Beef series were widely discussed at the time, and many fans still remember how intense and competitive that period felt. Analysts suggest that history plays a role in how people are viewing the current situation. As for the present moment, reports indicate that King shared his perspective on 50 Cent and appeared to move strategically. Observers say he paused overnight and then returned the next day with new content, keeping the conversation active. Supporters believe this shows planning and awareness of how digital engagement works, while critics question whether continuing the exchange benefits anyone long-term. Either way, the rollout has captured attention across platforms. What do you think about how both sides are handling this? Is this smart promotion, or is the online back and forth overshadowing the music itself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've been following this story and want more updates like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown.